Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Whatever you guys want to talk about, man, that's what we're here for. You can send us the emails, mail at kvjshow.com. We try to get through as many of these as we can. So here we go. What do you want to talk about? One person texted in and they said, hey, I want to know, could you update me on Virginia's friend who is in the abusive relationship?
Definitely.
They said, I want to beat this guy until I can't lift my arms.
Me too.
And just to set the table again real quick, he is such an a-hole because he does things like make your friend take photos of what she's eating so he can help control her appetite so she doesn't get fat again.
She has to prove that she didn't finish her meal by sending him a picture of what she ate on vacation.
And then she's also proudly been sober for many years, and he wants her to be more uninhibited in the bedroom, so he's trying to get her to start drinking again and break her sobriety just so that she can be better for him in the bedroom.
She goes to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings.
Yeah.
Like she's in the program.
Right.
And he brought daiquiris home and told her he wants her to loosen up in the bedroom. And not only that, wants her to get a marijuana card too so she can do marijuana and drink. And she said no.
And people are going to say, why are you still with this guy? Can you say why she's still married to
She
him?
doesn't work. She is a stay-at-home mom. She has been. Her children, 3 children, are now getting older. And now she's getting wiser. She's realizing, oh, wait, I don't have to be controlled by this man anymore that tells me what to do, when to do it, how high to jump. She has opportunity to go to therapy. He used to go to the therapy sessions with her, and he used to sit there in the sessions. And the therapist can't stand him either because he's so controlling. He's got a psychology degree, and he thinks he can dominate any conversation with any individual, myself included. He drives me up a freaking wall when I speak to him.
Yeah.
But when she goes to the therapy session coming up in a few weeks, he's not going to go this time. He hasn't been going the last few times. And this is when she's going to take her opportunity to get help from the therapist to put the wheels in motion to do something.
Okay. Is she contemplating a divorce and leaving him?
She's terrified of the concept of that. But I think she's finally starting to get brave and realizing that this might be the only thing she can do to save the back end of her life.
Yeah.
She's already been miserable for how many years? There's no hero in sticking it out for your kids when your kids are telling you, Mom, leave him.
Right. Yeah, when it is coming from the kids at that point. And I think a lot of times people will stay in marriages because they think they're doing it for the kids. But if you get a green light from your children, that's probably telling you something.
Her one kid, this is what her kid said to her this past week. And she wrote it down and texted it to me because it was that moving. Her kid said, I used to think you were weak for putting up with Dad and how he treats you. But now I realize you were so strong for staying silent for us so that you could make our childhood pleasant.
Wow.
And you took it for us.
Right. That's awesome. And that's, as a parent, that I'm sure to her, that's the best thing she can hear.
It
because
is.
They have that realization now.
Because that's part of why she did it. And another big part of it is she's scared and she doesn't have a job and she doesn't, there's a lot there.
And maybe you think it'll get better. And there might be a glimpse of, oh, you know what, it's getting a little better. And then it goes right back.
It's getting worse. I can tell you because I was with her the night she met him. I've been there the entire time for their relationship, and I can tell you it's gotten worse.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that, but hopefully she gets the guidance she needs from her therapy sessions and can start to make some legit changes. You hope?
I hope. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw this story right at the tail end of the show, and I got to tell you, man, if you thought it was a freaking circus before with Donald Trump, I'm oddly so amused by this because I realize what it is politics anyway is nothing but theater. It's a lot like wrestling. Last night they had the State of the Union, and it is comical just even how they react. Biden had said something about Medicaid, and you hear people, "You liar," and they're yelling, and all these kind of things. It's typical of what happens.
The State of the Union is the state is a damn mess.
Yeah.
Well, they've gotten so good now where politicians come out to their own songs just like wrestling.
They do, yeah.
It really is like wrestling.
And then you throw in Donald Trump in the mix in 2016, a guy who actually had done wrestling. He was a part of a few skits and bits. I remember something about cutting hair or something like that he had with Vince McMahon in the day.
Their hair was on the line, and Donald Trump won.
Yeah, of course he did. Yeah, of course he did. So he gets it. I mean, he's all about marketing and over the top. And here he is now. He's the only person as a Republican that's declared for the presidential run in 2024. And you've got all these other people that would like to jump in the pool. But imagine this. The bully is in the pool. And as soon as you jump in, he's going to beat the living shit out of you. So everyone who wants to run for president as a Republican standing on the side of the pool, nervously looking at each other and be like, who's going to be the first to jump in with this, with this shark? And our governor, Ron DeSantis, who... Donald Trump takes the credit for him being our governor in the first place because when he endorsed him, apparently people decided to vote for him. A lot of people think that Ron DeSantis is going to be running for president, but he's not even mentioned it. He's distancing himself from it. I think he's hoping that maybe Trump will reconsider and get out, and then he can get in when the time is right. I don't know, though. Donald Trump is just kind of doubling down, and I'm just waiting to see how far this is going to go because Donald Trump started by just kind of ribbing DeSantis a little bit, calling him DeSanctimonious and calling him Benedict Arnold, and he's not loyal and all those kind of things. It's like, nah, all right. But man, Trump finally went there to a place where you're like, okay, this is getting a little bit more interesting. Donald Trump shared on his social media platform, the Truth Social, whatever it is, a photo of Governor Ron DeSantis that seems to accuse our governor of drinking alcohol with minors when he was a high school teacher. The photo shows a 23-year-old Ron DeSantis with 3 females who have their faces blurred. The photo was originally captioned, "Here is Ron DeSanctimonious grooming high school girls with alcohol as a teacher."
Oh, damn.
That's pretty good shot, isn't it? If you're trying to say that he's grooming girls with alcohol who are underage.
It's a strong shot.
That's a strong play, right? I'm not imagining that, right?
No.
Okay.
That's a major shots fired.
Now, according to the New York Times, the photo was taken after the 2001 to 2002 academic year that DeSantis spent as a teacher at the elite Darlington School. There's no rebuttal that I've heard yet from Ron DeSantis, but this is probably the kind of story you would probably want to at least give some kind of attention to.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to. It's going to come up.
Okay. Yeah, I just thought that might be kind of a headline, so I don't know.
Where's the girls? Can we hear from them?
I'm sure somebody's going to try to find them.
It's politics, y'all. They're going to make the most salacious headlines about everything. It's what happens right before an election.
It worked.
Every fucking time.
It worked.
But take that headline and put it against any other headline. There's a lot of salacious headlines out there.
Yeah. Talking about relationships, another thing that somebody wanted to squash, Jennifer Lopez, she's come out and wanted to let you know that Ben Affleck, her husband, actually had a wonderful time at the Grammys.
No, he didn't.
She posted some video clips and said, "Always the best time with my love, my husband."
You might have had a great time.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't really buying it. She's trying to say, no, he had a great time.
Bitch, we had a lip reader. We know what he said. We know what you said.
No, he had a great time. He loves being with me at these kind of events.
He loves not being the star and having to take a back seat. He's a Hollywood diva. The only time he looked like he was having a good time was when he was sitting there and I guess another actor came up talk to him, and he was able to talk acting.
Okay.
Which is what he wants to be talking, not music.
Yeah,
That's
so-
beneath him.
Okay, so it's just music's too goofy for him.
Yes.
Acting is a more serious art form.
Yeah, there's
is
more
maybe what he
money,
thinks,
more
yeah.
credibility.
Yeah.
This ain't the Oscars. This is the Grammys.
Okay.
I got a few messages from people that worked with J-Lo that said she is awful to work with. I mean,
Really?
people that I trust, that I know,
Yeah.
that I have a personal relationship, that are in the radio industry, that worked and goes, she was a fucking diva. Not fun to work with and not nice.
It's possible they're both divas.
Yeah.
Oh, I think a lot of celebrities are fuck faces.
It's possible they're just two fuck faces.
Yeah, could be. And you heard the latest reports, too, about Leo DiCaprio's new girlfriend. These are supposed, people are trying to link them. He's 48, she's 19. Of course, she's a model. Eden Polani.
She's really hot.
29-year age difference. But people were also posting up photos of other people that are Leo's age, like the guy who plays in Mandalorian, and showing him with a 19-year-old, and like going, at this point, this is getting kind of creepy, Leo. But TMZ is saying that they're not supposedly together. So.
But TMZ is doing that as a favor to Leo.
You think so?
I mean, they're
Okay.
very pro Leo in the way they wrote that story. I read it.
So if you had to say, you're guessing that they are actually.
Everybody knows Leo dates girls, and when he dates them and they turn 25, he breaks up with them. That's like a fact.
Well, it's a pro Leo article because they're pro Leo, kind of like
Right.
the Pam Anderson documentary. Her son did it. It's going to be pro Pam Anderson.
Yeah.
She's adorable in that biopic, by the way. Have you seen it?
No, my point is, anytime we always talk about who's making the product. If I'm making a Kevin Ralston documentary, I'm going to
Yeah.
make this motherfucker look amazing. Unless I got beef with Kevin,
Yeah.
which I don't. If you have your kid, I'm just making the point.
Yeah.
When you've got people
Yeah.
on your side, it's easy to control and manipulate the story.
Right.
Always.
That's true.
TMZ definitely picks favorites.
Oh, TMZ's the devil.
But they get that dirt, yo.
Well, the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday. This is probably about the time of week where you want to get serious about what you're going to be buying and what you're going to be making and putting that all together, because this isn't really something you probably want to wait till Sunday morning to start doing, do you? Or do some people wait that long?
I mean, I was looking last night and there was a lot of chicken wings on sale. I would go
Okay.
now and get them because
right.
if you wait till the weekend, you might not be getting those good prices.
Okay.
That's a good point. Kind of like a Halloween. You don't want to get your candy the day of Halloween.
Exactly. They know they can charge whatever they want the day or the weekend of Super Bowl, so shop early.
But don't do it, my buddy. Did he bought wings 2 weeks early and then put them in the freezer? They didn't hit, man. They weren't good.
Yeah.
They were old ass wings.
Well, what you can do is buy them now and put them in a marinade and let them marinate until Sunday and then cook
Yeah.
them. That's yummy.
It's Wednesday. That's a good enough time. My buddy, 2 weeks before, because they were on sale. 2 weeks, they were in the freezer. I get they were still fresh. I'm telling you, they had time on their side.
A lot of times that stuff is frozen and then they put it out and it dethaws and so it's frozen anyway.
I don't know what to tell you, dog. He bought them 2 weeks out, and they were shitty 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
I don't know the science
Right.
behind it.
Whatever
I'm
he
not trying to
did.
get into semantics.
So in a sense, the buying time is kind of critical. Here we are, middle of the week, and maybe start thinking, okay, so I don't, either get the food that's spoiled or I
Right.
freeze it and make it taste shitty.
It's a delicate balance.
Yeah.
You have to get 3 bags of a type of Dorito or chip-like. It can be anything on that aisle. What 3 bags do you go with to make sure the people are happy? You only get 3 flavors.
So you go Doritos, nacho cheese.
Okay, that's your first bag.
Yeah, that's without a doubt.
Look, I ain't gonna hate you on that.
Yeah, I go strong with that.
Do
I
you
don't
guys,
know.
do you guys hate Funyuns?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that because I don't think that's a mass appeal. I like Funyuns. I used to eat them in high school. But
Funyuns tear up the inside of my mouth.
yeah.
Combos?
Not
Too much of a
appeal.
bitch for Funyuns.
Maybe not for the Super Bowl. Combos? Cheese and pretzel?
Voodoo chips now make a pretzel. I might try that for the Super Bowl.
I love the voodoo chips, but we like a lot of flavor. I've been around some bitch-ass people who get instant heartburn with the voodoo chips.
Well, tell those old fucks to eat a Prilosec.
They aren't old. This is the youth.
Look, voodoo chips come in hot. They come hard. They have bold flavors that if you're, a little bit of a softie, you might not like a voodoo chip.
Well, they got the Cajun kind, and then they do have the one that I like. It's got a lot of. It is just packed to the brim with flavor.
They have Cajun crawtators, which are spicy.
I don't like that.
You don't like those.
No.
You like the voodoo.
Great.
But they also have something called a voodoo heat, which is a little bit too spicy for you. I don't think you could handle the voodoo heat.
Do people like the chili cheese Frito? Is that 1998?
I do. I would be okay with that. For me personally, it would probably make my top 3. I love Fritos.
I do too.
I think they're amazing. I'm not a huge potato chip person. I love the tortilla chips. That's it. That's what gets me. So, hey, if you're talking about Kev, I probably have Doritos, and I probably have like Tostitos, a hint of lime, and then some Fritos in there.
You did love those.
See, that's my jam. So I don't know. Is potato chips, is that something where people will riot if you didn't have potato chips at your Super Bowl party?
Yes. I think potato chips are crucial.
I think potato chips is a great staple. Do they riot if you don't have them? I disagree with the witch on that. I think there's more controversy if you don't have a Dorito type there.
See, I disagree. I can live without a Dorito. I can't live without a potato chip. Give me Ruffles with ridges. Give me the Cape Cod sea salt, extra crispy and kettle crunch.
Let me ask you this, Kev. Mm-hmm. In the last week, I've eaten a bag of potato chips, Lay's, and Ruffles. I've had Cool Ranch, and I've had Nacho.
Family size.
Doritos as well. Whose opinion are you going to take on this? The witch or me?
Well, I mean, everybody's got their own palates, like music, but you definitely put in the work. I mean, you're fresher to it. To me, I wouldn't trust it. My go-to, my number one, if you had to say, hey, one bag of chips to make the crowd pleaser, I'm going with the nacho cheese Doritos. That's what I'm grabbing. I feel like that's the safest.
And I would even see you with a bag of nacho Doritos with a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos.
I'm okay with that.
I put Cool Ranch kind of in the higher of all the other brands, man.
It's in a different. I'd be completely fine if you just did all the varieties of Doritos.
In my house, Cool Ranch is king.
I get it. I would say Cool Ranch is a little bit better than Nacho, depending on my day. I like both of them a lot when they both hit.
Oh, and a Cool Ranch dipped in a French onion dip. Oh.
Okay, now we're having a party. Now we can agree.
The thing I do, you brought up the Frito a minute ago. The thing I like about the Frito is it becomes a little mini spoon for your dips. So if you're going with a Velveeta with the little Frito, that is a good dip combo.
And they make the Frito bean dip, but I played baseball with a guy named...
Fuck a bean dip.
Yeah, well, he ate all the bean dip at a party, and then would not stop farting. It ruined bean dip completely.
Unless it's a 7-layer dip, I do like those. But if it's just beans,
Specifically, just the one you get in the aisle where you open up the can.
Refried beans.
Yeah. He ate the whole thing, and he was so gross about it. It ruined it.
Yeah.
They did a Google Trends search for the most popular dips for the Super Bowl party, and in Florida, number one thing searched for is the 7-layer dip.
It's good when it's done right. I've had it done wrong, and it's shitty. Man, it is good. It is so good.
Don't be cheap with the sour cream. I like a heavy sour cream.
Okay. Taco dip is number one in multiple states.
What would be in a taco dip?
I don't know.
Taco dip would be like seasoned taco meat. You have whatever you use for the tortilla.
Oh, that sounds good.
Chip.
I'd do that.
You also have tomato. You also have sour cream, and you have a melted cheese or guacamole or both.
Are you a sour cream guy, Bird?
I used to be, and I hate it now. I used to love it,
It's so
like
gross.
a ranch dressing, and I do not. If you have just a little bit there, I can get down with it, but it kind of
globs. They always glob it on.
I love globs of sour cream.
The longer it sits out, the worse it gets, and it doesn't have necessarily that much flavor.
It's got no flavor, yeah.
I like to mix, so soften up some cream cheese and mix that with sour cream and make a layer with that. Ugh.
Cream cheese I can fuck with, and I like mixing a cream cheese with something to make a whimsy of sorts. And I guess you can do the same thing with a sour cream, but I don't know, man. I'm with Kevin. I've aged out of sour cream. I'm not proud of that.
Yeah. They say buffalo chicken dip is big in many states as well.
Yeah, Panda loves that.
Okay. They say that as far as chicken wing flavors, the top searched for, according to Google Trends, lemon pepper is number 1. Buffalo is 2. Honey garlic, 3. Barbecue and teriyaki. That's your top 5.
Honey garlic can be done real nice. I like me some honey garlic.
I like it thick and I like it sticky. The only problem
Okay.
the only problem I have with some honey garlics is it's not thick and sticky enough. It's not on the wing. I want to see it on the wing. I want there to be goops and gobs of it.
Okay. There's also a lot of different food stores that are going to be putting out different items just for the Super Bowl if you don't have the rundown yet.
Big fan of this, by the way. I like when this happens.
Taco Bell is doing what they're calling a big-ass Mexican pizza.
Ooh.
It's an oversized Mexican pizza. They're selling on Super Bowl Sunday. It's as big as an actual pizza.
They are selling it just at Taco Bell, you say?
This is a Taco Bell thing, the big-ass Mexican pizza. And they say they're also giving out free regular Mexican pizzas all weekend if you order delivery through their app and spend at least $20. You'll get one for free.
Another $30 on fees.
Yeah.
So do you have to pre-order the big-ass Mexican pizza, or can you just roll up in the drive-thru and be like, yo?
Such a great question.
Don't know. Doesn't say here.
I'm thinking you have to pre-order that.
Okay.
Someone-
But I mean, it's a fast food place. Do they do pre-orders like a Taco Bell?
They're all wanting you to go on their app and start doing it that way. That they're pushing you and incentivizing using their apps.
Someone suggested, hey, Bird, if you're doing a lot of the food apps, do some of the homework and start writing down what you order and see what all of those extra fees are. And I did it yesterday, and I did not hit send because I just couldn't justify it. I got a Troppy Chop, a large Troppy Chop from Pollo Tropical. Now, it was $11 for the Troppy Chop, which, by the way, is kind of a lot of money for a Troppy Chop, in my opinion.
It is.
That's all I ordered. With the fees, with the tax, and the delivery, the final bill would have been, with a tip, $25 for a large fucking Troppy Chop. A tip where I would feel good, where I gave someone a tip.
Yeah.
How bad do you want to be Troppy Chopped?
The moral of the story, kids, go out and get it your fucking self if you can. $11 for 25?
Yeah.
No doubt. Yeah.
That ain't right.
No, I don't feel good doing that.
I don't have that kind of money to blow.
Not every day, man. That gets expensive.
Only in an emergency situation, like if you're drunk and you can't drive yourself.
Well, if I got the weird and whatever crew over and it's 7 p and everyone's having a drink or two, yeah, you order some food then. But then I would go through mom and pop delivery. That's what I do now. Fuck Uber Eats. I said it.
You did. Another thing maybe you might want to check out on Super Bowl Sunday, Domino's is officially adding loaded tots to its national menu next month. I guess it's going to be here just in time for the Super Bowl.
Loaded tots.
Yeah, loaded tots. You could add that to the mix.
Tots is one of those things where they're not all created equal. If you have shitty oil, you have shitty tots. Change your oil.
Okay.
Can I get an amen on that?
Amen. Change your oil, period.
Yeah.
If you have oil and you ain't changing it, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You can taste it if they mix the oil with sweet or whatever, chicken tenders, and I don't know, a fried cheesecake. You can taste everything together if you don't change your oil.
And talking pizza, tomorrow is National Pizza Day.
What do we do for such a grand day?
Got to at least have pizza. That goes without saying. I mean, the ultimate would be making the world's largest pizza, but maybe we have to, go with scale.
What can we do during the show that would be just fun and pizza and it shows love? We can get on a thread later and maybe talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, we could talk about.
We can make titty pizza with them big pepperoni nipples you got.
I'd love to make titty pizza.
I am fat. I can see pizza is my favorite food. It really is.
Me
And
too.
I just because I do keto, it's I don't do it that often, and if I do, I'm doing the cauliflower crust or something like that to not make it as bad as doing a regular old flour. But, I mean, honestly, pizza is great. In fact, I saw there's a guy in Ireland that lost over 7 pounds despite eating 10 slices of pizza every day for a month.
What is that?
There's a misconception that pizza is terrible for you. It's terrible for you if you eat it 3 times a day and then you eat it again for a snack. It's not bad for you if you eat it sparingly. In fact, there's some good ingredients in pizza.
That's a pretty massive amount. I don't know how big the slices were, but 10 slices of pizza every day. He is also a personal trainer, so he was still doing, his workouts. So who knows what that was like, because that's going to really factor this. But he really was trying to prove that, with a calorie deficit diet, you can still lose weight without restricting your favorite food. So if you love pizza, just know how many calories you're eating per slice and then adjust your diet accordingly.
1,000,000,000%. It all comes down to exercising or moving. You got to, just to stay alive, I'm not saying you're trying to get abs, taking a walk for 30 minutes a day can give you a year or 2 on your life. It's been proven through science. If you eat pizza and do nothing, yes, it's terrible for you.
So I'm kind of that way. So I try to work in pizza still, doing healthy toppings and everything else with it. But man, you can't beat good pizza. So yeah, for National Pizza Day tomorrow, I don't know. We definitely celebrate. Maybe we talk. The thing I love is now so many people have so many different ways of making their own and what they do. And so I know we've talked a lot about the best pizza places, and Bird's doing a lot of his own work on that, finding really good pizza places for our audience to know about.
Yeah, I'm going to a lot of pizza places behind the scenes, Virginia, and if I like them, I film them, and I'm in the process of making the vlog. I already got the first one filmed.
Okay, look at you.
Yes.
Yep. A couple other things you might want to take into your Super Bowl weekend. From Jody and Danny, a.k.a. Chili, and the Motorcycle Guy. They said, we love Olive Garden, have purchased their dressing regularly. The best ranch dressing is Olive Garden Parmesan Ranch. I'd like to know what Kevin, Virginia, Denny's, and Suits thinks. I'll have to give it a try. I was looking at it, and that's what it looks like, the Olive Garden Ranch. And, honestly, it's not too bad. I mean, it's serving size 2 tablespoons, 150 calories. The thing that I look at it being Keto Kev, only 1 gram of carb, and it has less than a gram of sugar per the 2 tablespoons. So it's not insane with that.
Again, if you pour half the bottle on there, it's not good for you. A little dippy dip is not, let's have some fun while we're here on planet Earth. You can't, starve yourself from all the sauces. Mm-hmm. And they do a good job, the Olive Garden sauces. They have the Italian dressing as well available at Publix.
AJ wanted to let you know, as far as the beer cheese, he said Lures Restaurant, Lures, in Jensen Beach has the absolute best pretzels and beer cheese. Trust me, it's my local watering hole, and the stuff isn't even on the menu. Next time you're in the Jensen area, you got to stop by there. I've been listening KVJ for quite some time.
I can totally see Jensen having good beer cheese.
Totally.
Mm-hmm. The other place that has really good beer cheese, I think it's beer cheese, it's at least cheesy, you can dip your pretzels in, is over there. It's at the square right by the Improv. What is the name of that place again? I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, Copper Blues?
Yeah, Copper Blues. Yeah, Copper Blues.
We mentioned them the other day. That's the place where I went and I ordered all that melted cheese.
Okay.
And then I fell asleep at the table because I got so hammered.
I think you smoked weed.
I think I hit your weed pen.
She
but
did.
I was already wasted.
She ordered the biggest amount of food.
I ordered so much food because I was drunk. And then I hit the weed pen and fell asleep at the table.
At the table, I ended up buying all of the food. I was kind of annoyed until I got home and I go, fuck, I'm so pumped with all this food.
You had so much cheese.
I had so much.
Angie, you want to know, Jaybird, curious if you've ever had any of this brand's low-budget snacks. It's Snaps appetizers. They've got loaded potato sticks and mozzarella sticks. She said they can be found at Walmart and Dollar Tree, both $1.25 per box.
$1.25 for Snaps.
So I'm wondering, because I've got that new air fryer you got me.
Yeah.
is the frozen food world designed for the air fryer? Does
I think
just
it is.
kick it up a
I
notch?
think so. Yeah,
big time?
Yeah.
I think you can do about anything with the air fryer.
Totally.
My wife almost uses that more frequently now to warm up any food over the microwave.
So you put the oil in there and it fries all that stuff up. Do they have a flavored oil you could use to give it a little bit extra? I don't know.
I don't think there's oil in an air fryer.
We don't use oil in ours, no.
I haven't even opened it up yet. I
Damn.
haven't used it yet. I want to do
It's February. That was a Christmas gift.
I got other shit that I'm dealing with.
There's no oil in an air fryer. It's air, bitch.
Well, I'm dealing with air cryers, so why don't you fucking leave me alone? The air fryer will have its day, believe me.
Drama on the home front.
The air fryer will have its day, but I guess my question is, does that kick up frozen food up a notch?
It absolutely would.
There's no oil in an air fryer. I've never used one. But
That's the whole thing of it.
What the fuck? I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah.
Air.
Yeah.
Yeah, unshelled
That's
nuts.
why it's healthier, because there is no oil, but you get the same taste like there was oil, and you're like, what the fuck? How does the air fryer do it? Magic.
Huh? You
I've got stuff out of it.
You vouch for it?
There's a lot of things that heats up very well. Pizza has been good out of it. My wife does the chicken wings in the air fryer, and they come out fantastic.
Why don't you just open the box and explore?
It ain't ready. I'm not time. It's not time yet.
What are you waiting for?
It's
Are you
just-
edging with the air fryer?
Yeah.
Possibly.
It's
It's
just not time, huh?
Kevin gets it. I mean, maybe
You're
he doesn't.
so weird.
I am weird, but
He's not there mentally.
I'm not there mentally
Yeah.
to go into the air fryer world.
It's it's going to be a to-do. You got something you got to learn. You're
Yeah,
distracted by other things in
I want
life.
to do a fun video with it.
You
yeah,
need a clear headspace to get into this. And
All you
you're-
gotta do is press an on button.
for you.
It's not that hard.
For you, that's what you got to do. But I got to hit an on button on myself too.
That's right.
You're not ready for it.
I'm not ready for it.
Yeah.
And I'm weird. I'm just dog. You're just as weird as I am. So.
Whatever. You're way weirder than me.
Kevin, who's weirder?
Between you two?
Yeah.
I didn't-
Truthfully.
I didn't say
You're-
crazy.
Yeah, no, there's a difference. You're definitely weirder and she's
See?
crazier.
See?
You
Okay.
both have your own category.
And we're both proud of our title. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Where's my belt?
Yeah, I'm here to identify.
Okay.
'Cause
You have the weird
definitely
belt.
are.
I have the crazy belt.
I
Yeah.
don't hate it.
We ended the show.
It's good.
Oh, we have a big meeting.
big
Yep. All right, so tomorrow, National Pizza Day. We will plan accordingly and be ready for it. Hopefully, you guys will be here.
Do I bring in the air fryer tomorrow?
It's reheating pizza that the air fryer is good for.
All right, so
So, no.
all right. Thank you, Kevin.
Leave that motherfucker in the box.
Why do I bring up ideas?
Yeah.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.